Number 2 says, Caleb sketched the following diagram on graph paper. He dilated points B and C from center O. What is the scale factor R, and show your work? The scale factor can be determined with multiple sets of side lengths. Right here, OB is 2, and to get from OB prime is 2, and to get from O to B is 6. So, remember, we use new, which is the primes, divided by original, which is the ones without primes. So our scale factor would be 2/6. 2 goes into 2 once, and 2 goes into 6 3 times. So the scale factor reduces to 1/3. Then we need to verify with a second set of segments. This one is 3 boxes wide, and if you count this, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So for part B, we could have 3/9, which also reduces to 1/3. Then it says which segments are parallel, and how do you know? You need to make sure to answer both parts of that question. BC is a line, and it is parallel to B prime, C prime, also labeled with the line above it to indicate that you're talking about segments or lines. Because the fundamental theorem of similarity says that when we dilate, we create segments that are parallel. Another reason you might use is because these are on a grid and the lines created by grids are parallel, so BC and BC prime are parallel to each other. Now we're going to answer which angles are equal in measure and how do we know. I'm going to do part D up here. We know angle OB prime C prime is equal in measure to angle OBC, and angle OC prime B prime is equal to angle OCB. That is this one and this one, and then the second one is this angle and this angle. And the reason, how do you know? These are corresponding angles Here's a parallel line and a parallel line with a transversal, so those are corresponding, and parallel and parallel with a transversal cutting through as well. So these are corresponding angles on parallel lines. So they must be equal in measure. It may be best to do this on a separate sheet of paper because there's not a ton of room. But if you can make it work, fantastic. Just make sure you indicate where each answer is located on the paper. Now let's look at number 3. Number 3 says points B and C are dilated from center O. What is the scale factor R, and show your work? OC is 3 boxes long, and OC prime is 6 boxes long. Remember, you do new, which is the one with the primes, divided by the original, which is the one without primes. 6 divided by 3 is equal to 2. So over here, R equals 2. Make sure you show the work to get points for that question. If OB is 5, what is the length of OB prime? Our scale factor is 2, so we need to take 2 and multiply it by the original to get the new length. That would be 2 times 5, so OB prime must be 10. The lines on the side represent the magnitude, also known as the length of those segments. Then it says, how does the perimeter of the triangle compare to the perimeter of triangle O prime, B prime, C prime? If our scale factor is 2, what do you think the perimeter relationship is going to be? We're going to check and make sure that that works, because we're going to say, did the perimeter of O prime, B prime, C prime equal 2 times the perimeter of OBC? So we're going to explain by actually finding the perimeter. This is 3. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So the perimeter of OBC is 3 plus 4 plus 5. 3 and 4 make 7. 7 plus 5 is 12. And then we're going to find the perimeter of O, B prime, C prime. This is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this one we already discovered was 10 based on this problem. 6 plus 8 is 14, plus 10 makes 24. Well, is 12 times 2 equal to 24? Yes, it is. So yes, and our explanation is based on our work here. Or you can use this as your explanation and use this in part C. Either one works. As long as you have some form of explanation and some amount for the perimeters, you've done what you need to do. And you're good. Put your name at the top, turn it in.